It's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff.
Then Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
What did you think about what he had to say about you when he said you're way better than Floyd Money Mayweather? I know you heard that he said that. What thoughts came to your mind when you heard that Canelo Alvarez said that about you?
Hey, that's a big compliment. He's been in the ring with both of us.
It's hard to imagine Floyd Mayweather Jr. returning to the ring for a fight with Terence Crawford, especially after years of ongoing debate about who stands higher in boxing history. That conversation has now become even more heated. Crawford didn't just generate talk. He stunned the boxing world by beating Canelo Alvarez in a way almost no one expected.
Had a great fifth round, and Terence Crawford knew he had to make a stand in this sixth round. That shot got Canelo's attention as Crawford's back was against the ropes. It's a good shot from Crawford, and that shot and that exchange allowed him to...
All attention has once again turned to Floyd Mayweather Jr. as rumors of a possible fight with Terence Crawford continue to circulate, sparking heavy debate among fans. If such a matchup ever happens, the biggest question is who would strengthen their legacy the most by the final bell. The conversation has grown rapidly across the boxing world, fueled by surprising remarks from Canelo Alvarez, Max Kellerman's return to the commentary scene, and Mayweather's own reflections from afar. Crawford's victory over Canelo stood out as more than just a win, with many drawing comparisons to some of Mayweather's finest displays because of its sharpness and control.
If you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
During a media appearance, Canelo Alvarez suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may not match the level of Terence Crawford, a comment that quickly sparked widespread discussion. It wasn't seen as ordinary criticism either, especially coming from the same Canelo who experienced his first professional loss against Mayweather in 2013 at the age of 23. What surprised many observers even more was how Crawford handled Canelo's power, relying on precise timing and smart defensive movement to neutralize him. His approach reminded some fans of Mayweather during his prime, when control and defense were his defining traits.
And the fact that his coach said that, he felt like I couldn't hurt Canelo with anything and Canelo can hurt me with everything. So I think, they put that in his head. And then when he got in there, he was like, whoa, they lied to me. This dude can punch.
Terence Crawford stayed active on offense while maintaining full control of the fight, which at times left Canelo Alvarez frustrated and struggling to respond effectively. Many of Crawford's supporters felt the official scorecards didn't fully reflect how dominant the performance was. For them, it wasn't just another victory but a clear statement that reignited debates across the boxing world. From that point, the conversation about legacy and all-time greatness quickly gained new intensity.
The thing about Crawford that people have to understand, it's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then I didn't, but then he won the rematch.
Then Max Kellerman returned to the commentary booth for this fight after years away as one of boxing's most respected voices, and his opinion carried significant weight. He openly praised Floyd Mayweather Jr., highlighting his ring intelligence, experience, and elite defensive ability. At the same time, he added a new angle to the discussion, reviving a long-debated question among fans and bringing it back into the spotlight once again.
But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. Oh, yes. That makes a difference to people.
Max Kellerman suggested that after moving up from lightweight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. became more selective about the timing and opponents he chose. Although his record still includes many high-profile names, critics often argue that some of those fighters were no longer at their peak or at their most dangerous stage. He also highlighted that Terence Crawford has taken a different path, consistently stepping into tough fights without showing hesitation. Even if Crawford doesn't yet have the same number of big-name opponents on his resume, he has built respect through his willingness to take on serious challenges. According to Kellerman, that fearless approach is why some fans feel Crawford's presence in the sport is starting to resemble the aura once associated with Sugar Ray Robinson, not just because of his achievements, but also because of the excitement and intensity he brings each time he fights.
Let me ask you this. Again, also talking about Floyd. He didn't start fighting real fighters, in my opinion, until he left Top Rank.
Okay.
Also, like I feel like Top Rank.
You can say the same thing about Oscar.
Yeah. I feel like, promotionals are hold them back, hold a lot of fighters back. Terence Crawford was also a Top Rank fighter.
Max Kellerman did not directly claim that Terence Crawford is above Floyd Mayweather Jr. as the undisputed king, but his detailed comments were enough to spark a major debate among fans. His perspective quickly triggered widespread discussion across the boxing world, and soon others began weighing in as well. Former champions and longtime figures in the sport added their own opinions, making the conversation even more intense and keeping the rivalry talk at the center of attention.
Part of knowing when to fight somebody and when not to fight somebody. I mean, he's the best in that game. He's the best in, making money and making all the, the huge fights happen. But why? Because he was timing every single one of them. He never fought nobody really in their prime. He always
after junior lightweight. Junior lightweight.
Yeah, 100%.
So we all wanted to
So he changed the game in the worst way possible. You're right. Everybody's trying to protect their own. I had to break that, right, with Tank. I made sure we made that.
That was real.
Ryan Garcia sparked strong reactions online after criticizing Floyd Mayweather Jr. He suggested that Mayweather may have had a lasting impact on boxing by being highly selective with opponents and focusing on preserving his undefeated record. Garcia did recognize Mayweather's success in mastering the business side of the sport, but he also argued that this approach may have reduced the level of pure competition that boxing is supposed to stand for.
Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger.
Shane Mosley, a boxer who knows more about both men's styles than anyone else, said that Crawford was the more dangerous fighter overall. Mosley said,
Shane Mosley, who has shared the ring with both fighters, expressed that Terence Crawford appears to be the more dangerous overall opponent. He highlighted Crawford's physical advantages, including his size, reach, and versatility in switching fighting styles as major threats against Floyd Mayweather Jr. What began as straightforward analysis soon developed into a wider generational debate, with younger fans leaning toward Crawford while longtime supporters continued to defend Mayweather's flawless 50-0 record. Mayweather then added more fuel to the discussion in his usual style. Instead of making a formal statement, he revealed that he placed a $50,000 bet on Crawford to defeat Canelo Alvarez, which reportedly earned him $124,000 in winnings. The move reflected his typical approach, short on explanation but strong on confidence and business sense. That post quickly reignited speculation, leaving fans debating whether it was just Floyd being Floyd or a subtle hint toward a potential return to the spotlight.
Versus Mike Tyson, it's been signed for under Mayweather Promotions and Mike Tyson Promotions for 2020-26. Worldwide broadcast. Special exhibition. Who the hell would have thought we would be getting this?
With Floyd Mayweather Jr. already being linked to an exhibition bout against Mike Tyson, a new wave of speculation began to emerge. Fans started wondering whether he could be gearing up for something even more significant. Talk of a potential real fight with Terence Crawford began to surface, and the timing only added more intensity to the rumors, especially with another high-profile matchup already being mentioned. Just when it seemed like the boxing world was calming down, these new discussions reignited the hype and pushed the excitement to another level. At 59 years old, Mike Tyson is reportedly being linked to a possible return to the ring against Floyd Mayweather Jr., a matchup that seems highly unlikely on paper due to their differences in weight, eras, and fighting styles. However, in exhibition boxing, where entertainment and financial draw often matter more than sporting logic, the idea has still managed to gain attention. Tyson has suggested that he is not the one actively pushing for the fight, implying that Mayweather may be the one driving the interest. In an interview with Fat Joe, He even laughed off the idea and hinted that Mayweather could simply be looking to create buzz and keep public attention focused on him.
Well, I look at it in a situation like this. I mean, they compared me to a Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, I'm talking about as far as skills. You know, as far as my skills, and I feel I'm on the level of a Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, and I feel that he's not on the level of a Roberto Duran, so he's not gonna be able to handle it at all. You can mark my.
Of course, money plays a major role here, as this isn't a charity event but a clash of two of boxing's biggest names built on nostalgia, hype, and global attention. For Floyd Mayweather Jr., though, a fight with Mike Tyson goes beyond just a payday. It also keeps him in the spotlight, ensures his name stays relevant, and reinforces his image as someone who remains involved in the sport even after retirement. Every appearance, interview, and promotional moment brings him back into public focus, not only as a retired legend but still as an active figure in boxing discussions. Some fans even believe this isn't purely about entertainment and could be a way for Mayweather to test himself before something more significant, possibly even a future matchup involving Terence Crawford. While Mayweather explores different possibilities, Crawford remains focused on making history. Reports suggest he may be willing to move down to 160 pounds in pursuit of a 6th division world title, which would further strengthen his place among the sport's all-time greats. Potential opponents like unbeaten Kazakh champion Janibek Alimanuli and experienced Cuban title holder Erislandy Lara would present serious challenges, and victories in those fights would elevate Crawford's legacy even further while intensifying comparisons with Mayweather.
No, we ain't throwing that fight. Maybe planning on vacating the belts? No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. You know, we just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our.
Trainer Brian McIntyre revealed that Terence Crawford and his team have been planning a move to middleweight for more than a year, showing that it wasn't a sudden decision after his win over Canelo Alvarez. Crawford has explained that he didn't simply bulk up to chase bigger divisions, but instead carefully managed his weight so he could compete at 160 while still maintaining his speed, power, and defensive sharpness. The achievement is remarkable, defeating Canelo at super middleweight and then moving down to middleweight at age 38 in pursuit of becoming a 6th division world champion, a feat that would place him firmly in the all-time great conversation alongside legends like Sugar Ray Robinson and Henry Armstrong. While fans would welcome another historic title run, there is still one dream matchup that continues to stand above everything else, and regardless of what comes next, many still imagine the possibility of Terence Crawford sharing the ring with Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
No.
This is where the debate begins to heat up. On one side is Floyd Mayweather Jr., widely regarded as one of the greatest defensive boxers in history, who ended his career undefeated at 50-0 by consistently neutralizing elite opponents and forcing them to miss more often than they landed. On the other side is Terence Crawford, widely recognized for his adaptability, controlled aggression, and composure under pressure. He is able to switch stances mid-fight, adjust seamlessly to different opponent styles, and find ways to overcome even the most Unlike Floyd Mayweather Jr., Terence Crawford often approaches fights with a more aggressive intent, aiming not just to win but to dominate his opponents. Stephen A. Smith described Mayweather as a master tactician who kept himself out of danger and made elite fighters look uncertain and ineffective. In contrast, Crawford is seen as more willing to engage in exchanges, trade punches, and maintain a high pace, even if it means taking some shots in the process.
Experience. You know, a lot of people, they can say this, they can say that, but there's only, a few people that can say they've been in the ring with Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather and give their own assumption.
Landing a clean straight punch on Floyd Mayweather Jr. was famously difficult, and even when opponents did connect, he usually stayed calm, stuck to his game plan, and slowly took control as the rounds progressed. Fans still debate his career in different ways. Some argue that he carefully timed major fights like Manny Pacquiao to suit his advantage, while others view him as the smartest boxer of his generation, someone who consistently minimized risk and managed every situation with precision at the same time. Terence Crawford is seen as a fighter focused not just on winning, but on making a statement. He is more willing to take calculated risks in pursuit of legacy-defining moments. If a fight between him and Mayweather ever happened, it would go beyond money or entertainment, becoming a test of long-debated questions about greatness and style. After Crawford's impressive win over Canelo Alvarez, discussions across the boxing world have intensified. Analysts like Max Kellerman revisited old comparisons, Ryan Garcia added more controversy with his criticism, Shane mostly praised Crawford's versatility, and Mayweather kept himself in the conversation in his own subtle way. With additional exhibition talks involving Mayweather and Mike Tyson also circulating, speculation around a potential Mayweather vs. Crawford matchup has only grown stronger as Crawford continues his pursuit of middleweight history. The central question remains, if Mayweather and Crawford ever shared the ring, would Mayweather's legendary defense hold up, or could Crawford's pressure and adaptability finally break through?
The fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, and new Ring Magazine, an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terence Crawford.
Alright everyone, subscribe to Fighter Legacy and turn on notifications so you never miss any important content. Check out our other videos as well. Goodbye and see you next time.